Hello there, everyone. What's up? Welcome back to the stream, and today we're going to be playing something, I don't really know what we're going to be playing. It's a visual novel that was free on Steam, so I downloaded it, because, well, I wasn't going to download it originally, I just saw it was free to play, it was on, like, popular new releases section on Steam. It piqued my interest a little bit, I looked at it, for some reason I like psychological horror. The main reason I'm playing this game is because the reviews. Now, I looked at the Steam reviews for this game, and it's like, this game scarred me for life, this kind of stuff, like, okay. now you piqued my interest. You think I know plenty of visual novels? I've never technically played a visual novel besides Dream Daddy, and that was a joke stream mainly. I was a for the old stream. But anyways, we're just gonna start the game up here. And I don't think I have a game capture sub for it. Let me see here. Oh boy. Hold on, hold on. Ah, oops, didn't capture. Dang it! This is not gonna work. There we go. Individuals suffer from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit Moe. Playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree you are at least 13 years of age, and you sense your exposure of highly disturbing content. Oh boy. What am I getting myself into? Bing. Doki Doki. You think the anime bar ran 13 up to 15? This is 13, so I'm hoping no nudity. As far as I'm aware, I checked the Steam beta list before I started playing this, so yeah, there's nothing in there about this game. Let's see. A window, it's perfect. Skip unseen text. Wasted it. What is volume about? Right there. Okay. Is that a nose? What is a nose? If it's like Cutie Pop a horror? Okay, then that's probably getting banned. As far as I'm aware, just for reviews, this is not like a nudity game. It says sexual content, but I think that means like the dating part of it. Because even Dream Daddy had that, and there was no sexual content in it, technically. Enter your name. Hey! Oh, we got a save system here. This should be good. That's how you know it's good. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. So many comments I could make on that. Nothing good. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. Oh, Jacob's here. Jacob, there was literally a warning before I started playing the game. That wanted my consent. I don't know what I've gotten myself into. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Maybe. And I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I don't know. Is there a specific way I'm supposed to say this? Alright, perfect YouTube content right here. I ever slept again. I caught you this time. It's specifically like stuff like, this game is very disturbing. Don't play this if your children or have depression. It's the kind of warning it was. Babe, only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you say that you like that. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Caleb. Well, people stare at you for acting weird, but I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. What's up with the noses in this game? Girls have no nose. Fine, fine. You did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Is the video game be the whole thing or just clips? I don't know, it depends. I mean, that's like me just talking to viewers, might get cut out partially. Be mainly just me, like, actually reading the visual novel and getting all the weird stuff. We'll see. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students to make their daily commute. As also, if I even make video. I'm thinking maybe from what I've heard of Steam reviews, but we'll see. By the way, Caleb, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. That was we in high school. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Dory likes to worry a little too much about me. But I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh boy, the main character is a weeaboo. The main character is me. I was talking about how I'm worried that she won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I still don't. Graveness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll get a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. But at least promise me you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Other than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh boy. I mean the Weeaboo Club. Hello. Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I'm spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Sigh. That's not how you do a sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I do that every day, man. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings up at the classroom door. There's no music, it got quiet. Like, eerily silent. Everyone, the new member is here. Okay, there's music. You fight in like horror games? It says psychological horrors. There's a difference. It's a difference between like being scared and being psychologically scarred. You know? I was psychologically scarred yesterday, but I'm not gonna talk about that. I don't want to cry on stream. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Hi there, girl number 1. How's it going? Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I like girl 1 more. Oh, Caleb, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... Oh, word escaped me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Suki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Most things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Caleb. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other, well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Caleb. We made a room for you at a table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Is there already practically a harem? Like, it's just like a bunch of girls just invited me to a club. It's practically what just happens. This is harem. I might make some tea as well. Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been wide so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? That smile, though. It's like a creepy smile. It's like a creepy smile right there, just... I don't like it. Ta-da! Woo! Is that how you do that sound effect? Whoosh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Or maybe like Brock's donuts, or actual cupcakes. Those things are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate raised to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Let's hurry and take one. Sarah grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Azuri talks for a mouthful, and Azuri managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did, Suri said. Well, maybe. Oh, there's the nose. But not for you, you know. You tell me. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. It's going, doesn't it? Yes. And this is where the game goes into psychological horror. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. We're just trying to impress you. Oh, Yuri's trying to impress you. Yeah, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. While tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. What made you consider the literature club? Let's phrase this question. I think we're gonna save here. Okay. It tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was perfectly dragged here by Sayuri. Okay, we don't actually get an option. I said just in case we got an option there. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You'd probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It's like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity. Had to prepare for events. But it's getting a little dry. I'm used to doing games where I have to just talk over everything. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I have encouraged others to get into literature, but I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best! You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Did I say same goal? Goal. Got Halloween on the brain. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Mikhail, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It's like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Closet weep. Closet weep. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling good stories, such a foreign world, is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. I'm still just waiting for this game to take off. I know this is gonna go to Crazy Town at some point. I just don't know when. Stories of deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Is this game being meta? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I think they're trying to be meta. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. It desperately grasps something I can relate to at a minimal level. That's right, Yuri, might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. It was like Goosebumps or something, wasn't it? But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? He's in denial. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just cute, as you are. Yuri styles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! You seem like a little too sticky out there. We're purposely trying to make her cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! No! Natsuki averts her eyes. I wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Hearing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other, during the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Caleb? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining club. I bluntly come forth what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Zori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. How dare you not join our club? Harem guilt trip! But I'm sorry, I thought. It's the guilt trip. Even though Moe's joining it. Kayla. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. I can make a real dark joke here, but I won't. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Lori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Really did scare me for a moment. Really just came for cupcakes. I'd be super ticked. I don't say that word. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Unless it's a club, not homework. Dang it. Monica looks over me once more. Hey, love, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehe. Yeah. I really impressed the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Suki clean up their food. Hey, Caleb, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Sorry about that. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. So we got the childhood friend who the game really wants you to end up with. The cool club leader that your character wants to end up with. The calm, quiet girl, and the Moe. Okay. I'd be really happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Next, it starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Okay, I guess we'll save here. I like the way these move around. You can't click on them or anything. So I'm trying to think here. Suicide? What? I'm trying to think of which one's gonna go for which character. Obviously, things I like cute. Kitty, Fluffy, Blanket probably go for the Moe. Natsuki was her name, right? Go for like Suicide, Imagination, and Restraint. That'll probably be like Yuri. And I don't know. We're not going for the Moe, that's for sure. Skipping. Oh, they get sad when you click on something that they don't like. Joy! Oh, she likes spitting? Okay, that was weird. Charm. Melancholy? Ah, okay. Intellectual, no. Oh. Sure. Explode. So she likes all the dark stuff, she likes all the cute stuff, and our friend likes all the happy, sunshiny stuff. There's a little bit more to it than that. She likes his distance. Being uncontrolled. So this is a good way to know what each person likes and their attitude for things. If you didn't, which you should have at least a small concept. Hi again, Caleb. That ski didn't run away on us. Uh-huh. Don't worry. It might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Caleb. I hope this is too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. But come on, like he deserves any slack. Barry told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Asuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in a club room. She is a weeb. Was it weeb? Asuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Simply defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Caleb always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh. Come, you and Caleb can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. But wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Getting a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I want to make a big deal you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And because, you know, discuss it if you wanted. She's into me. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Great, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. But we can't give up. Festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Some more water. Sorry, I have a little bit of congestion in my throat. I'd be starting to come down with something, actually. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Or if they come, we can do the thing that speaks to their creative minds. It's this. Duri's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Anime. Yes, it's all bad anime. Oh, that's a good point. I'm waiting for it to get to, like, the parts I've heard about in TV movies where it's all weird and twisted. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Right now, the game's just being cute, or at least trying to. I don't know when that changes. This is in the game. What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Suki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. I don't think this reminds me of any Black 212 songs. Cupcakes speaks to my... Oh, I remember that. Dang it, you distracted me, Sonic. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Like me, it was trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori could put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What kind of sound is that? Open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Your fault for sleeping like that. This is the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. The answer my shoulders Steve Monik overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. Please give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around herself. Has it written all over me? She's taking things too literally here. You were truly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. Your hair's just really hard to get right. Won't fall for that. Anime hair is always perfect. Like, anime characters can't complain. I actually have to comb my hair. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. I mean, like, the characters where they're, like, they're in a complete fight scene and their hair stays completely intact. Like, they have, like, super spiked out here. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. I'm always gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. I like this shot. Actually, I don't. This is so funny. They're just trying to give me a romantic shot here. Well, the stereotypical visual novel romantic shots. What is? Well, I'm just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. We can feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. Happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner than doesn't. You would have noticed sooner than. You would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... I just feel strange to see Suri's blazer buttoned up like that. What's so stuffy? It's not worth it at all. Very hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! So much better. Suri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. I'm doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica Silva calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Yep, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Not to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Stories is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Masuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Second option here. I guess we're gonna go with Sayori, because that's who this most relates to, I think. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Caleb. So good. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori. This would be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just wrote about rainbows and unicorns. Well, maybe that's why. I have no idea why I like either. Jeez. Sure, Yuri's finesse be a little more constructive in this. Maybe Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Caleb poem. It's a Caleb poem. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. This is getting awkward. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. This reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not yet, not yet. This game is slow getting started. I'm hoping we get to the screwed up part soon. Not to mention the fact that I'm staying in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Caleb. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. I'm going with the OTP shipping here. The friend you've known since you were like 8. Trying new things like this forever, people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yay. Says so enthusiastically. Yay. Your favorite girl? That's tough. So, there's a shy girl, a Moe, a friend that you're obviously supposed to get with, and then the club leader, who's pretty much all around just good. That'll be my way of thanking you. You do plan on it? I'm not sure if I'm ever going to completely finish this game. Like, I did do one part of Dream Daddy, but I never finished it. Like, this might be something I come back to at some point. But it depends on how long it takes to get started, because it took me like 30 minutes to get to the first choice, so... Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Yeah, I read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow from my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I don't know. Like I said, I know almost nothing about this game, or then I get messed up. Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least that makes me feel a little better about myself. I'm not sure what Kokoro Connect is. Or Kokoro Connect, sorry. Don't be mean. Just try my best. You can give me like a rough synopsis if you want to. Oh yeah. I mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Thing is, this game's been so normal so far. It feels like a normal dating sim. So far. I'll watch it. I've been meaning to watch a lot of things, and I've watched like nothing recently, so I have to finish working on a paper first, and maybe I'll get back into watching anime and stuff. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Oh yeah. Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I look forward to it. So you show the poem to Monika, but I don't know if there's a way to exactly impress Monika at this point in the game. So, why do I even care? We're not gonna get that far in this game anyways. We're just waiting until it gets messed up. The normal little odd girl. I'd say Monica's. Having a good time so far. Oh, you mean like, oh, just a normal odd girl? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Monica's just like the normal, just kind of all-around girl. Oh yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. First, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Caleb. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's like that sort of barrier we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sari would like. Oh, she'll just tell you which person would like it more, I guess? Is that so? You and Sari are really good friends, right? Don't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sari and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. Maybe there's also some similarities you wouldn't expect. Is she trying to sub me up? The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, it's totally unexpected. They'll teach their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things later. Different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Love to see you try new things. That's the best way to That's the best way tongue-tied. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Let's read it then. Hole in wall. I'm gonna get a drink of water. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I was at home. I peered inside for a clue. Though I can't see, I feel blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. Full of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Is this game trying to be meta? I think this is a fourth wall break, but I'm not sure. For this game, encourages Caleb to join Portrait Club. Honestly, I wasn't too bad at liking English and stuff like that, so... What do you think? I wasn't a lot of fun on poets. I could write poetry about depression. It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. As a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. I've been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany. Yeah, something like that. An epiphany. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Be after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What do you want to do? Shy Girl or the Moe? I'll leave this decision up to you, Ellie. Shy Girl or Moe? Oh, he's even here. Just gonna click here, I guess. We'll go Shy Girl. Here says the poem. Minute passes more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, I guess that might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. Oh. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Mary buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It's more like her hair on this image than her hands. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. They form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Suzuki could be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Should be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read my poem now? Or read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Ghost Star of the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay then. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Ah. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Really glad you liked it. Be honest. This is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Caleb. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing. There's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I just have to keep trying. Counting on you. And the Bowie. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to do that. Dot dot dot. Oh, it's about time. Oh, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Oh, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I didn't evoke any emotions. Learn how to analyze poetry and choose your you like best, then something messed up will have happened, you feel? Probably. Basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Bye. Anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Now that you like it. The heck? I love how the music changed for hers specifically. It got a little kiddish when hers came on. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Bats can speak, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay then. The people can't do much other than try. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Not really. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, 'cause everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. Wasn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts some more weight on the wordplay. I guess I put a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Pro poem writing. Edgar Allan Pro. Edgar Allan Pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Your reputation system, it seems not. I think it depends on what you did. They give you an option whenever you write the poem. You get the option to decide who you want to try to get rep with. Raven by Edgar Allan Pro. Yes. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Mitsuki is feeling proud and I won't take that away from her. You. I guess it's everyone. We glanced around the room. I was a little more stressed than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up with. What? I get tongue-tied so easily, if you haven't noticed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sarah and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes rouse, furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? You say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. I think that'd be cute. It's clearly about the destruction of modern day society due to capitalism. I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. I mean, you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Choose the Moe. Choose the Moe. Come on. People did, by the way. Rory liked it. And Caleb did too. I never said I liked it. Based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I'm unexpected to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Keep buffering for you? I don't know why. Are you watching on mobile or on a desktop? I mean, I guess it probably wouldn't matter. Yeah, I liked my phone too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? It's music. It's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. You're just jealous that Caleb appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? It's a competition. No. I was full of myself. I normally go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Oh! Natsuki just got burned. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Like, you know what? I was the one who's... True inspection crew with science figures whose Caleb started... As soon as Caleb started showing the color was like you leaving the end like catch. Waste your time, 2017. Natsuki. I'm Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they had just noticed I was standing there. Caleb. He's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. You started it. If she could get her over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your phones all convoluted for no reason? Gotta be that Edgar Allan Pro, man. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not the person to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Caleb. Wait! There's a reason why we have so many deep expressive words in our language. Honestly, I've been writing paper. Honestly, I like to sometimes mess my professors by just putting in words that there's no way they're fit to understand. It's fun. Fun to mess with people. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Caleb? Well... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Act. Act. Buzz. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I knew anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! How many save slots do we have? We can make as many as we want, jeez. I don't know if, right now we're kind of hitting on Sayori. But I don't know if that actually affects our relationship with her. So we have Yuri. Natsuki. You're right, I liked your poem. Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Why you gotta be so mean? You should pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. This game is now satire and political affairs. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. Turning 2D anime girls. Yes. My favorite pastime. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki feels threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly why I did. It was her that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. She doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare her of having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem for her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki! You really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Hi. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. Don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Caleb, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. I don't like that wording. Or it's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said. About, you know. I've never do anything so shameful, so... What thing did Natsuki say? Never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. I'm triggered still. Yo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about for everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. Your poems will turn out even better. Read myself. I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I outed myself with newfound determination. Caleb! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehe. Sayori beams at me. It has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. It's happening, chat. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Caleb, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I know, they're weep. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... I mean, Caleb? That's the weebiest name ever! You've got to kill. Every day is going to be so much fun. Like Sari still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Should I have made it like Caleb's son or something? Should have embraced so we can put it as Daddy-chan. Sure, being friends for everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Friend zone? I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Up to this point, I've been going after Sayori, but we could change to Yuri since we still had a little bit of her in the last one. I'm gonna save her too, I think. Anytime I get a major decision, I'm gonna save. I think flying though is Sayori. We could go for Yuri though. Ends. Flying. That would be her. I don't want it to be her. Got them all equally. Clouds. I like clouds. I have not hit on her at all. Why do you like misfortune? You know, I'm gonna look at all the dark ones. Who wants to get married? That's my click on this one. Suicide, okay! You're like suicide. Broken. Okay, these are okay, we're seeing some dark stuff here. Here, I would have thought that'd be here for sure. Why are all these ones going to Sayori here? I don't know. She likes Vibrant? What? Yeah, some of these don't make sense. Swimsuit. Of course she likes the swimsuit. Maybe she just likes big words. Vicky. I don't hurt a little too much, but eh. Third day passes, it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Caleb. So, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. I don't know if it's gonna be shown today. This might just be a one-off stream. I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Come with me to buy a snack. No thanks. Eh. It's not like you, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we just take a look at your purse, Sayori? Only Doki. It depends. We'll see what happens here. We haven't even gotten to the beef of this game, I feel like. Eh. Like that all of a sudden. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Dory nervously retrieves her coin purse, fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and wants its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. However, you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk. It might be a little too cheery, I don't know. But I might be transferring this over to YouTube, so we're not putting in Nightbot today, sadly. But you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. I could turn the music down a little bit if it annoys you that much, though. Make it wider in the background. There. So that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't know she was listening in. Text speed up. I don't think that matters. Faces in her book as always. Does that even really do anything? Ah! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. It doesn't really change that much because I'm still a reader anyways. Yuri, okay, able to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't have much, but it's a fun side of you. Do you want me to move it? I can move it like a... Oh, oops, that's the wrong thing. Ignore that, it didn't happen. I'll cover part of the text, but then again... Actually, that's about perfect, actually. That's about where it needs to be. There's no way you could think that. Now you can see the text, just barely, like you can just barely see like the apostrophe. You're right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. Gotta rep Yuri. I don't know which girl I want. Yuri or Sayori. Obviously, Yuri's got some reasons to want her, but I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, I told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What? Did I slap her? Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? I want a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. I want one now, dang it. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It's totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy to be slapped in the face by a giant cookie. Sayori hugs the cookie. I want to see this cookie, though. There's no cookie in the picture. I want to see the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Very rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! So good! Very slowly clasps her hands over her mouth. It bit my tongue. I hate biting my tongue. You're just eating all of a sudden, there's an immense amount of pain just in your mouth. It's annoying. Trying for a lot over just one cookie. Nasuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Nasuki. Cookies are good, man. They're the best. I want a cookie. Can I try it? Please. Beggars can't be choosers. Yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hehehe. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Nasuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. This picture looks a little, a little weird. That could be an emote. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Nasuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori slowly leans down, takes a bite out of Nasuki's cookie. I knew it! I knew what she was doing. Hey! You seriously just do that? Fool Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Hey. Nasuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Or she's okay. Probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I mean to be late, and it begins. I was wondering if it was gonna be messed up. This game is like taunting me. It's like you think it's gonna get messed up, and it just sits there and makes you think about when it's gonna happen. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Oh, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. It makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. Must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't where you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. That's... Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Why is she looking at me? Yay! That sounds cool. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to impress her. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Caleb. Monika smiles sweetly. Ah. I didn't need any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Just cookie stealing. Cookie thieves. Sure, Nasuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Everyone has already settled down. Mary somehow already finished her entire cookie, hurries back to her book, and Nasuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she must be looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I wonder if it's sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... This book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. You're still buffering every 30 seconds. That's sad. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. She wants me. She wants me. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. How do I feel like this is alluding to something's gonna happen later? This is the story of Yuri. This is what happened to Yuri. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? It may sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Very gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Caleb? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories. Don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into these things. So shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, because they have their own goals. Own goals! Sounds like I said uncles. Or their own philosophy that they believe in. But suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Dark turn from nowhere. This game is telling itself. Not again. I'm sorry. What if all the Steam reviews are just trolls? This story literally is not psychological horror at all. It's just a normal game. And I'm being forced to play for it because people in Steam reviews are just messing with me. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know if I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Ah, well, that's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? A moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. How long does this game take to get started? Okay. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in the bag. See you later, Ellie. Alright, it's fine if I said you're right. I slipped to the seat next to Yuri's. Ah. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company of someone. I see. Just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and start the prologue. To understand what Yuri means about reading in company. If I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Me and Yuri have a moment here. Suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. We each lean in a bit. Our soldiers are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, well, even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Are you ready? Eh? Just turn the page. This game is teasing now. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're always used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Do the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page. Letting it flutter over to her side, she catches it on her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses all the things she says and does. But she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Caleb, it's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Tongue-tied again. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We don't have enough time if we wait too long. Ah. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? I'm kinda down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. That's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. I prefer if I only read it with you. I guess I don't have too much preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book. And I slip them into my bag. Okay. See what Monica says about this. Hi again, Caleb. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Take that. As long as it's not going bad. Happy that you're applying yourself. Pretty soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Caleb. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why. I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. What did I say? Fair? It's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. I think the habit of trying to talk too fast. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Well, this game's kind of taking a long time to pick up, so trying to rush it a little bit. I think that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Very likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by fill, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked though. I'm sure I've never near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise, it won't stop. Violent, creating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a fiddle on pizza crusts. An endless poem, a meaninglessness. Load me? Is the game actually... Is the game being like... I don't know... Huh? If I... You were striking your last one, huh? I don't think I did anything. I just want to make sure because it was like almost like instructions. Weird. I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I like playing with my space on the paper. Using where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Putting it that way, never every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. If that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Okay, so it is just fourth wall break. Is this tipping my bat writing? What are you even talking about? You just broke the fourth wall. That was weird. That was very weird. Let's see what I've written for today. Here stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. You like it? Caleb, how'd you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. It's what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I have to have patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. Besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today? If it's with you. The raccoon. Oh gosh, this one's longer. Up to the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, and my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that's fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. Bread, my hungry curiosity. Raccoon. A what? An urge. Planes are out, Caleb. Okay. I might mess with that once I've gotten far enough in this. Moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. Very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. I could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. My bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. Rush of blood, classic. I don't know what that is. Pavlonian? Yeah, that's Pavlonian. Conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I don't know what that is actually. A little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. This game doesn't take off soon, I'll switch to word frame. That's right. A bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery. Conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. But I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Caleb? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we do is respect each other and our individualities. It's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I'd be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Oh, I like this one, Caleb. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Because you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, I'd rather just hear it. Oh no. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Caleb. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? That's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. That's it. Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Caleb. I should go write that down then. I'll read my poem now, okay? Everyone went all out for this. Oh, does that pop off my scalp? I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Okay then. This is a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine. All rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's sort of tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles. All in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle... What is it, Jacob? Spoilers on this game for the horror parts. How bad is it? Am I getting close? My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Time comes well to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. You don't know how close, but it's gonna be messed up, you feels. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time lapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. Every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That's dark. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. I told you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. Sounds kind of creepy. Creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. I mean, it's been 2 hours, and it's like, I haven't gotten to the good part yet, apparently. Thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing's the best. I'll keep writing till I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Gotta be that Edgar Allan pro. Jerry's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something. We're dropping it no more than a week later. Wonder if it's one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's any better either. You. Not for you what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's hoping Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, kinda reminds me of Suri's poem from yesterday. Think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. She never really struck me as her type. Suri has a type all of a sudden. I don't know. Honestly, I guess someone so fluffy spends so much time with someone like you. Like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. Think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. Because we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. But yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Okay, so she at least has the short ones. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, very ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really badly. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always hear her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends talk about spiders too. But I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, the world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? Quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with simpler analogies. We'll see how far I get. This is dragging on really long. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... It doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out. Do you think it's worth it to keep playing, Jacob? Knowing what you know, do you think it's worth it? They make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone like, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh. Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about these things. Really? Well... I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Suki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. Feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. The way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. I would say so. If her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Really have to do something for the festival. Not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sari has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the events. The cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sari's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sari, who's been coloring a lot of posters, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. Not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to perform... There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. That's Sari. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, I had to ignore a call. My voice is starting to give out for all this talking. I understand where they're coming from. From that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. I'll have to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the one who was responsible for this club. We start the event and each put on a good performance. Then it will inspire us to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourselves, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. That's one of the reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know I do. Or, I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a little bit. Maybe, but like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. We'll have to get it over with. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. Guess I don't really have a choice. Ah, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. We'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monika. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, I expect to do it in front of strangers. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course! Let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to see the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. A hymn. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her confident voice fills the room. For that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. Four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. You're just fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Now that we didn't want to applaud for her, we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. It's a lot harder than I thought. You guys do it so easily. I have to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sari begins her poem. How it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sari is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sari's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. This is what Sari meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sari finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sari. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sari. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. It might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with this kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where a sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. Just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. You don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Who's next? Asuki? Don't make me go before Caleb. It's not like I compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Caleb lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Because she's the Edgar Allan Pro. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll have to go for what I wrote for today. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something we'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alrighty then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem's called... Why are you all looking at me? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? It's for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well. You at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets to let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Ease. Probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It's not to be your own. I'm very pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It's really happy. Oh yeah, no problem. Hey everyone. I think that's about it for today. Then the festival's coming up, let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. This for festival we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this, I can do this. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica. I'll do my best to get through it. For the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Let's be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. However, let's go already. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. Today's Siri is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Siri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. That's the best thing from earlier. Like how we get to... I mean, very fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of put me on the spot here. Oh, this kind of decision. Really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But, so beautiful and smart. Jeez. Very secure in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't ruin that for you. You're so silly, Caleb. You think about me too much sometimes. Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. Kind of a weird thing for Sari to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Well, my voice is getting really tired doing this, so... I think I'm just gonna finish this section and then maybe swap to Warframe. Good enough. I didn't really do much of anything for Yuri today. The last one here again. I think I'm just gonna save here.